This guy, a 4-minute testimony. The prosecution threatened to jail him if he didn't show up. So let's listen to this 4-minute and see what was so important for the prosecution to threaten this witness to lock him up.
Let's see that in front of the jury. Brown?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Rodney Sturkey.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sturkey. Where are you from?
Atlanta.
Okay. And where do you currently live?
In Clayton County.
And have you always lived there?
No.
Where did you live on January 13, 2015?
I was standing up on Old Hickory Road by then.
Do you recall residing at the address of 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard in Atlanta?
Yes.
And how did you come to end up residing there?
A friend of mine,
Okay. Who's your friend?
Bush.
Does he have a first name?
I don't know his first name.
Is that Bush a male or female?
It's a male.
Okay. And how do you know Mr. Bush?
My mechanic.
Okay. You said he's a mechanic?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you known him?
Years.
Years. Do you know him to be, in your knowledge, do you know him to be related to any defendants in this room?
No.
When did you move to 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard Southeast?
I can't recall the date.
Were you allowed to move in rent free?
No.
Okay. How much was your rent?
Sustained. Can you use a mic, please? Thanks.
All right. And how long did you reside at that address?
About 3 days.
Was it did you rent the whole house or did you have just a room?
Just a room.
Okay. And Mr. Sturkey, what caused you to move?
I was moving either way I go. I was moving back to Jonesboro.
Okay. Do you recall that address of 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard being shot up on January 13th, 2015?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please tell the jury what you remember about that incident, if you will?
Only thing I know, my van got hit twice. That was it.
Okay. And do you know if the actual home or actually the structure of the home was hit from your recollection?
No.
Okay. Were you hit by any bullets or gunfire?
No.
Okay. Were you actually even present when you returned to the house that at 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard? What, if anything, did you see that morning?
That night morning?
Well, yes.
A police.
Okay. Did you see any like yellow tape or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Was it a lot or a few police?
Few.
Okay. Were you able to access the area where you were staying at that time?
No.
Okay. Why weren't you able to access it?
I don't know.
Okay. Were you stopped by anybody?
Yes, the police.
Okay. And at which time did you come to learn that it was your house that you were staying at during that stop? At what time did you come to learn that it was your home?
Around 1:30 in the morning.
Poor question. Let me ask a better question. When you arrived back at the home from work, were you able to freely go into the home?
No.
Okay. During which point did you learn at that time when you arrived at the house? I'll strike that question. I'll move on.
I understand why this man is so angry. I would be too. He had 2 bullet holes in his car. He wasn't even present when it happened. All the prosecution wanted him there for. They threatened to jail this guy to the point where he almost lost his job. And he wasn't even there when the shooting happened. Came home, there was 2 bullet holes in his car. He was not even there. And the prosecution still threatened to jail him. This is, we have talked so many times about the unethical behavior of the prosecution, the immoral behavior of the jury. no, sorry, of the prosecution. And he's on the stand for 4 damn minutes because he wasn't even present when it happened. He has nothing to add. And they still threaten to put him in jail if he didn't come in to testify about him finding his damn car with 2 bullet holes. And this is what the prosecution has. Remember, 740 witnesses shrunk down to 400 and then to 220 because this is so essential for their case. This is the essential of their case. This is what they believe they truly, truly needed in order to prove this case. So hard they threatened to jail this guy. Imagine the absolute garbage the rest of the case is. I can't even fathom how much garbage this is. I cannot even fathom. And
Other than your van, was any other property that you own affected by the gunfire?
No,
Okay. And what type of vehicle did you own in terms of van?
it's a white van.
Okay. How long had you had it?
About 3 years.
Do you still have it?
No,
Were you able to move it that evening after you had learned that it was affected by the gunfire?
I moved it the next morning.
Okay. Did you? How long did you continue to reside at that home after that occurred? After the shooting incident occurred?
I left the following day.
Okay. My apologies. And when did you move? Did you move your van that same night, or did you move it the next day as well?
Yes, and answer the question.
Sustained.
All right. Was your van still drivable after the bullets had impacted it?
Objection,
Yes.
asked and answered.
Sustained.
Your Honor, that question wasn't asked.
you fuck twat. I'm so sorry. I meant it's the accent. I was saying 4 quad and nothing else. YouTube 4 quad and nothing else. It's the accent that makes my words sound different. I promise. I promise. He said he moved it the next morning. You asked him if he moved it, and now you're asking him, was your van in working order? Do you need a sign around your neck saying I'm stupid? Prosecutor, I don't care what his name is. That prosecutor 4 quad. Imagine being this immense. They don't even. Oh, jeez, I can't. It's so infuriating that these guys on the prosecution actually has a decent salary. It's infuriating and insulting to the profession of law that these prosecutors have a salary, that they actually are. And for this, they threaten him with jail.
Move on, please.
And do you know any of the person? Do you know or have any idea who may have shot up your home on that day?
No,
And have you ever had anything like that happen at any place? At that place that you were staying? Excuse me.
Sustained.
Don't answer that. And when you, after you moved, did you have any further involvement with this particular matter or incident as it relates to the 3424 Ruby Harper Boulevard address
Nope.
shooting?
No further questions.
Any questions for this witness by the defense?
Thank you. No questions.
No, Your Honor. All right. Thank you for your time. You are excused. Call your next witness.
so that's it, right?
That's it.
Okay, you're gonna stop all the threats, right? Because I'm gonna lost my job when they came to my job, threatening to lock me up.
Well, I am very sorry to hear that,
Yeah.
but you are free to go.
Thank you.
This poor guy probably had to take the day off from work to get here, to get there, to testify. I came home from work finding 2 bullet holes in my van. So he lost a day's wager, a day's worth of salary for this. I'm almost speechless, almost, about this prosecution. The way they conduct themselves, threatening. This poor guy had his car shot up 9 years ago, found 2 bullet holes, and 9 years later, they hunt him down and say, if you're not coming in, we're going to jail you. Yeah. I don't even have snark for this because it's not funny. The prosecution is actively ruining innocent people's lives. Now, take the defendants out of this. This poor guy. 2 bullet holes, came home, 2 bullet holes in his car. Reported it, I assume. And then went on with his life. And then 9 years later, in comes Miss Love, Miss Hilton, and the entirety of the DA's office and threaten him with jail unless he comes in to testify about it. And it was a 4-minute testimony which was completely useless for this trial.